Hello. Mic test. Okay, yes. Can. So, hi everyone, welcome back. I know this is pretty late for a live session, but it's never too late to learn, right? So, over here, we are doing P6 Model Compo and Vocab again. Okay, so let's just wait for more people to join. Hi, Moonlight. Long time no see. What is with the? Hey, how have you been? How have you been doing, Moonlight? Okay, let's wait for more people. Hi, people of the world. Welcome. No, it's pretty late already, so yes. Okay, so we are just doing some vocabulary practice as well as for composition, right? So just take down any notes. Feel free to take any screenshots you want when you see any words that you encounter any words that you are not sure of. Feel free to ask away. Okay, so before we start, let's wait for more people. Okay, I can see Moonlight spamming the likes already. Thank you for that. Okay. How have you been enjoying your school holidays? Right. Has your school holidays been fun? Right. Have you been doing anything eventful or something exciting, right? Or going overseas? Right. Boring, nothing to do. So you join my life. That's why you can learn more English together, right? Okay, boring, nothing to do. There's so many things to do, right? You can read, you can do some hobbies, you can pick up new skills, right? Right, so yes. Okay, let's wait for more people. Can see teacher Mizuko and teacher Ben. Yes, teacher Mizuko and teacher Benjamin were live this morning, so you can catch them back on YouTube or our TikTok channel later. Um, we uploaded it already, so you can just check it out. If you still have any burning questions or anything you're unsure about choosing a secondary school, like we tell you the components, right, of them. Okay. So let's wait for more people. Okay, yes. So to start off, we have vandalism, right? We have vandalism over here, right? So actually we have done this exercise last week, but I just want to recap on a little bit because we didn't finish this practice. Okay, we stopped at exercise 2, yes. Okay, so the perceived, condescended, construed, or envisioned norm that females should be slim and slender models, right? Like models featured in magazines is a dangerous trend which can result in serious health deficits. Boat. What do you mean by boat? Oh, B for boat, is it? Are you sure it's condescended or are you just guessing the answer, Moonlight? Are you sure it's condescended or are you just guessing the answer? Okay. If you can see earlier over here, actually we haven't really went through this, right? So for this case, yes, over here we have a lot of like good phrases for you to learn over here. Okay, hi Brandon. Hello Brandon. A, you say A. Okay, so let's go back to that practice, right? So the perceived norm. The two girls on top of the screen. Why? Why so? They are smiling at you, right? So friendly and kind. Okay, no need to be afraid of it. Okay, and anyways, Brandon, you are correct. Okay, the perceived norm, right? How you perceive something, right? How you look at, how you view. How you view or how you understand something. Who are they? They are the models of writers at work, right? So you can see them on our posters and everywhere. Okay, the design for award-winning complex was blank by the renowned architect. renowned architect was something, right? So what did this architect do? Models. D for duck. Okay, envisioned. Is everyone agreeing with moonlight? Is it envisioned? Question number 2. Yes, and D is actually correct. Very well done. Okay, envision. So he saw it in his mind, right? He envisioned it to happen. The design, he envisioned how the design would turn out to be. Okay, so that is why we call it envision for this case. Question number 3. His indifference to his studies was blanked by the teachers as rebelliousness. 1K likes already so fast. Wow, you have been spamming really hard. Thank you for that. Okay. His indifference to his studies was blanked by the teachers as rebelliousness. Okay, so what is it? Is it B or is it C? This is a little more challenging. Are you sure it's condescended? What does condescended mean? Right, what does condescended mean? Okay, this is actually acting like superior, right? Acting like you are very big, like a king, right? In short, to explain it better, like the hierarchy type. So for this case, his indifference was construed by the teachers as rebelliousness. Okay, so the teachers just use that to indicate that, oh, he's rebellious. Question number 4. The professor blanked to speak at the seminar and went on to treat everyone like they were ignorant. Yes, B for bunny. Wow, you are very good at coming up with all the words that starts with the letters A, B, C, and D, right? Moonlight. That's actually very, very good. Okay, let's see how many more different words you can come up with. Right. Having downed a bottle of Red Bull, the tonic blanked his energy and gave him a second wind for his next job. Okay, he downed a bottle of Red Bull. Red Bull is actually an energy drink, right? It has a lot of caffeine inside. So this is an energy drink that contains a lot of caffeine. Okay, so people say that you should not drink a lot of energy drinks because it's bad for your health. Okay, rooster. What do you mean by rooster? Is there a letter R? Okay, bread, bean. Okay, so is it B or is it B or is it D? Okay, you say it's B, right? For question number 5, yes. Okay, boosted his energy. Boosted. Okay, boosted his energy. Hello, your local Madrid staff. Very long time no see as well. Okay, mother blanked through the market with her basket and approached her favorite vegetable store for the freshest greens. Right. She blanked through the market. No, don't need to apologize. It's great to have you here right now, right? Okay, thank you for joining our live today, even though it's already 6:49 p.m. Right? Okay, hope all of you have eaten your dinner or is going to eat your dinner soon, right? So, D for dinner. Wow. Moonlight, very creative, building on the words that we use, right? Yes, she bustled through the market. Okay, very good. Question 7. Andrea blanked at the insolent remarks that he had gotten that position because of his father's influence. The insolent remarks. What did she do at the remarks? Okay, what did she do at the remarks? A for absence. Wow. Okay, question number 7, unfortunately, it is not A. Okay, because bantering requires two people to banter with each other, right? It's like a little argument, right? Bantering. Okay, so instead of A, it is C for cool. Yes. Okay, bristled at the insolent remarks. Okay, she bristled at. C for chicken. Wow, all of you are getting very, very creative. Right, C for creative. Okay, after the last paper was over, the students gathered outside the hall and just blanked around. Okay, they're just talking, chit-chatting very enthusiastically, right? So just keep chit-chatting. So for question number 8, it will be last but not least Right, A. Okay, A. Question number 9. Question number 9. Before foreign students are accepted into local schools, they would have to be blank for their health conditions. What do you do for your health? Right. Usually people like to undergo this health blank process. Okay, question number 9. Right, question number 9. Okay, what is it? C, Michelle, yes, C is correct. Okay, health screening, right? So you screen for your health conditions. Yes, C for chicken. The pilot safely blanked from the plane just moments before it burst into flames. Okay, from the plane. So the pilot had to come out, right? He jumped out of the plane, right? So means that the pilot jumped out of the plane. You say cow. Okay. Ascent. Oh, wow. Ascent. Okay. So for question number 10, yes, it is ejected from the plane. Okay. So letter A, ejected. So it means to like, sometimes if you watch movies or shows, right? And then when they eject someone from a vehicle or a plane, they press a button, then they just launch the person out of the vehicle. Okay, moving on to question 11. In order to make ends meet, the poor mother blank what she could send to her children to school. Okay, the poor mother blank what she could send her children to school. Okay, so is it B or is it D? Do you think it's being B fumbled or is it scraped? Right. Okay, so I have two answers. One is B and your local Madrid star, it says D. Right. So actually it is scraping what she had, right? So she just scrape. You know how you scrape your plate, right? When you finish your dinner, right? You're left with like a few grains of rice on your plate. So like let's say, oh, I have a few grains. Then you have to use your spoon to like scrape them clean to finish your rice, right? So yes, so because making ends meet means that she's very poor already. She has nothing. So she had to scrape out every single little penny that she has, okay? So all of these little penny that she had to scrape it out. Okay? The thieves blank around in the dark to locate the safe. Okay, so yes, B for business. Okay, B for business. Okay, very well done. So now let's move on to exercise 3. Okay, when the doors of the shopping mall opened, the crowd stormed into it blank. Now we have a lot more alphabets for you to find the words that can link to them, right? Okay, so let's try question number 1 together, right? Okay, let's try question number 1 together. Okay, so what is it? Okay, Jane says B. Okay, into it like a stampede, right? Because the crowd, right? This is actually a keyword, the crowd, right? The crowd stormed into it, yes, like a stampede. Very well done, right? Like a stampede. Okay, B for boring, yes. Okay, you say first, very well done, because you have business and both. Okay, next one then. All honor was forsaken as shoppers blank at one another. At one another. What are they doing at one another? Okay, for Karen, yes. Okay, snarl at one another. You are getting very good at this. Okay, snarl, right? Because they are all very fierce. They are fighting for it, right? Because maybe they are trying to get a very limited edition thing. Okay, what is Kool-Aid? Okay, together with hundreds of other hopeful contestants, Lucas lingered around the auditorium blank, the judge's final decision. Okay, He lingered around the auditorium, blank the judge's final decision. Okay, so what is this? Question number 2. D. Awaiting the judge's final decision. Right, yes, very well done. Okay, awaiting is correct. Okay, moving on. Right, moving on. Blank the pressure of the weight. Okay, blank the pressure of the weight. Pressure. This is a very big hint, right? Scrupulous. Are you sure it's scrupulous? Try again. Okay, don't be too rash to answer the question. Make sure you answer it quick and precise, okay? So read through the options first before you answer the question. Okay, so question number 2, right? C. Grunting under the weight of the pressure. Does pressure make you grunt? Misclicked. Oh, so you're just saying C. No, it's not. Okay, it's not C. There's another more suitable answer, guys. Try again. Okay, there's another more suitable answer. E. Yes, unable to withstand the pressure. Okay, because the weight of the pressure, yes, but you wouldn't like grunt under the weight unless you are carrying something and you're panting, right? So yes, E for England. Very well done. Next one. Lucas could not help but let out a blank. Okay, his name was announced as a finalist, right? Which is why he definitely is really happy. Okay, he's really happy, right? So what would this be? A. Tamago waffles. Yes, thank you, tamago waffles. Okay, roar of jubilation. Okay, roar of jubilation. Question number 3. A sound caught my attention. Looking out my window, I saw 2 men dressed in black, blank of a big, bulky haversack. Okay, dressed in black, blank a big, bulky haversack. Okay, it's a very, very big bag of item, right? So a big haversack. Okay, so what letter will this be? C for Canada, yes. K, C, right. Grunting under the weight of this big, bulky haversack because they're carrying it, right? So it's very heavy. Blank, I realized that they might be burglars. Okay, I realized that they might be burglars. So why? When? What happened? Okay, that they might be burglars. H, yes, in that split second, right? In that split second. H for Hungary. Wow, you know your countries really well as well. Okay, blank as I dashed out of my house to confront them. Okay, as I dashed out of my house. Okay, the keyword is actually as, okay, over here. Blank as I dashed out of my house to confront them. Okay. Blank as I dashed out of my house to confront them. Are you sure it's totally oblivious? Okay, so is it G or J? Okay, thank you, Michelle. Yes, Michelle is correct. In this case, righteousness overtook my sensibilities as I dashed out of my house to confront them will be the correct answer. Okay, you are not totally oblivious because oblivious means that, oh, you are totally unaware of it. Okay, moving on, question number 4. Okay, can you still see the words? Is it too small now? He was blank to all the underhanded ways of his colleagues. Okay, he was blank to all the underhanded ways of his colleagues. Okay, G, yes, totally oblivious, right? Totally unaware of all these underhanded ways. Nevertheless, he remained blank in his dealings and his efforts soon paid off when he was promoted. Okay, lastly, we will have the last word left, right? So scrupulous. Okay, scrupulous. Okay, hello Zil. Thank you for the gift. Wow, that's an interesting Interesting thing. Is it TGIF? Yes, thank God it's Friday. Right. How are you going to spend your weekends? Hello. F for Ferrari. Wow. Now we have after countries come cars. Right. Okay, so next, it's Friday. You have lost track of time, your local Madrid star. You are not even sure which day of the week we are in now. Right, yes, it's Friday today. So, yes. Okay, ring, the school bell sounded. A flurry of activity burst out immediately. Screeching of chairs being pushed back abruptly against the floor, and the energized chatter of students could be heard. Sarah and Jenny were sharing a joke while making their way towards the school gate. The excited students made a beeline for the school gate, hoping to be one of the first to make it out of school. Suddenly, Sarah and Jenny sensed that something was amiss. The students and parents fetching the children suddenly ceased pushing and squeezing. From afar, the two girls could hear a hubbub happening ahead of them. Sarah, the school's head prefect, tried to squeeze through to assess the problem. Children nowadays are really getting out of control, one of the parents whispered. The hairs at the back of Jenny's neck stood on end. Okay, let me just highlight this. Some students and parents were craning their necks, hoping to get a glimpse of the situation. Jenny immediately hurried through to help Sarah. Sarah was face to face with their school's two infamous big bullies, Alvin and Eddie. In her usual calm and competent manner, Sarah questioned, "What's the she meant matter?" Okay, yes. However, even before she could finish her sentence, Alvin, one of the bullies, shoved Sarah and ranted, "Stay out of our business, or you'll be so sorry." Taken by surprise, Sarah lost her balance and felt a piercing, sharp pain on her ankle. Jenny's instincts told her that things may turn ugly any minute. Just as Jenny was going to run back to alert one of the teachers, her eyes caught a flash. She froze momentarily. An audible gasp of horror rose from the crowd. Eddie had brandished a penknife from his pocket and was threatening Alvin with it. Without warning, Eddie slashed out, and before any of them could intervene, Alvin was lying in a pool of blood. This is getting a bit gory, right? "Call the ambulance," Jenny yelled, rushing towards the motionless body lying on the ground. Her training from being a member of the Red Cross Society immediately kicked in. She pressed her palms into the wound, trying to staunch the flow of blood. Seconds ticked into minutes. Jenny knew every second had passed could be a matter of life and death. For Alvin, Eddie, having realized the severity of what he had done, simply sat on his heels beside them. Sarah took charge of the whole situation and got some students to inform the school principals and teacher. She also got everyone to step back so that Alvin would have sufficient air. Fortunately, the ambulance arrived soon after, and Alvin was whisked to the nearest hospital for treatment. The police arrived in no time, and Sarah and Jenny became the key witnesses of the gruesome incident. The next day, the principal related the incident to the whole school. Alvin was in stable condition, and both guys will be suspended from school for 3 months. The principal gave a stern warning: such violent acts, if being repeated, would be punishable by expulsion from school, so they will get expelled. Right. Sarah and Jenny sincerely hoped that both boys had learned their lessons after this incident. Yes, so hopefully they learned their lesson, right? So here are the power words, right? Hope they will help you. So flurry of activity, made a beeline for the school gate. All these are relatively new to you, some of you, right? Especially like hubbub, right? Confused, didn't. Okay, assess the problem to evaluate the situation at hand, right? Craning their necks to stretch one's neck for a better view. When will the life end? The life will end when I want to end it. Okay, so what's a din? Right, that's a very good question. So you have heard of bins, but you haven't heard of din, right? So actually a din means a loud continued noise. Okay, so it's actually a loud loud continuous voice, loud noises. Okay, loud noises. Okay, so when you want to end it, maybe I will end it when we hit 8K likes. How about that? Okay, so let's see, right? 8K likes is quite reasonable, right? It will be soon. Okay, then maybe I should make it 10K. How about that, Moonlight? You are too good at giving so many likes, right? I can't end it so quickly, or should I? Okay, moving on over here, right? Anything you want to ask, just feel free to ask me. Okay, a matter of life and death, her training blank immediately kicked in, realized the severity, how severe this issue is, right? How serious. Okay, severity is like the serious. How do you stretch your neck? It's like when you want to peek over a fence, right? So let's say like there's actually a wall over here, and then you try to stretch your neck. Oops, this is a very bad drawing. So you stretch your neck to see. This is stretching your neck. Okay, this is how you stretch your neck to look into, like how you want to look into the windows of the class. It's already 6K likes, really? It is only 4.3K on my side. It is only 4.3K on my side, Moonlight. Okay, so yes, same goes to me. Wow. Hi, Danish. Right, welcome back. Oh, you have actually been in our life for pretty long today. Okay, so moving on, right? Related the incident, right? Okay, so related, right? Nowadays, most of this generation like to use relate. Like, I relate to your situation, right? Oh, I can feel you, right? I totally understand how you feel. Okay, however, relate actually has another meaning, which is to tell something to another person. So, I related what my teacher said to my mother, right? It means to relay the message, okay? Related. Okay, experience before, yes. Okay, we experienced this before. Relationship, wow. Okay, related is not the same as relationship. However, related can also be how you are related to one person. Yes, can be relationship in long, right? Your relationship with this person. What is your relationship with this person? How are you related to this person? Right? Very good catch over there, Moonlight. Okay, so let's look at the first blank. A blank burst out immediately. Hi Rizwai, thank you for sharing the live video. I hope you shared it with your friends so they can learn together. Right. So a blank burst out immediately. Okay. So what would this be? Okay. If you actually paid attention when I was reading the text just now, right, you would know the answer. Okay. What is it? Question number 1. Thank you, Danish, for sharing the video. Yes, for probably a rustling of commotion. Unfortunately, Moonlight, you were too busy spamming the likes, right? So the answer is actually number 1. Okay, thank you, Ozil. Very well done. Okay, Ozil was paying attention. Okay, question 2. Sarah, the school's head prefect. You sharing to yourself. Okay, that still counts as sharing, right? Tried to squeeze through to blank the problem. The problem. Do you review, analyze, assess, or access? What is the difference, right? What is the difference between these two words? A lot of you like to spell it wrongly with a different meaning, right? Both of these words actually have a different meaning. So please, whoever knows, tell me the difference between access and assess. Okay? The spelling, I know the spelling is different, but tell me the difference in the meaning, please. Okay? Not just the spelling, there's also a difference in the meaning, okay? So check what is the difference of the meaning between number 3 and number 4. And yes, Ozil, you are correct. Okay, assess is correct, to assess the problem. However, what is the difference? Why can't we say to access the problem instead of assess? Me checking Google. Okay, quickly check the Google now and tell me why is it different? What is the difference between Assess and access. Okay? Check Google and tell me, right? I can't see Ozil's answer. Ozil's answer is just above the Google. Okay? So can anyone tell me the difference between option 3 and option 4? Right? What's the difference between option 3 and 4? Evaluate. Which one means evaluate? Okay, thank you, Moonlight. Which one of these words means evaluate? Oh, Patrick. Yes, Ozil is now Patrick. Okay, assess a problem is to evaluate something. Right, yes, very well done. Thank you for searching it up. Okay, yes, number 3, yes. So, assess, wait, right? ASSESS, right, is to evaluate. So, if all of you have done assessment books before, right? Assessment book, is it assessment book or assessment book? Is it 3 or 4? The spelling for assessment book, right? Assessment book. Okay. Assessment books. Okay, yes. So actually to evaluate your studying things, right? So access is wrong. We use assess because assess is to evaluate. Access is to gain the access to somewhere, right? Is to get entry or just get the you get granted to enter this place to go to your location or something like this. So access, when you say that it is you cannot access something, I cannot access this folder, right, means that I am unable to go into the folder because this folder is privated, right? It's private, it is locked. So which is why we say access. So ACCESS, it means that it is locked. And how do you actually remember this, right? How do you actually remember the difference between assess and access? So I always like to say that, oh, assessing someone is to evaluate, right? When I evaluate something, there is 4S. Okay? Because they are all like together. However, when you are blocked by something, so it's CC, then it's SS, right? So you are unable to get both SS because you are blocked. Okay, so we remember it as CC, half of the S only, right? So access means to get through somewhere, you need access. To get through the school gates, you need access with your student ID, or you need access via the security guard to access to some schools or some private places. Right, not everyone can access to a school, definitely. Okay, question number 3. The blank stood on end. The hairs at the back of her neck. Yes, okay, that is correct. Question number 3. Moving on to question 4. Some students and parents will blank their necks, hoping to get a glimpse of the situation. They were like stretching their necks, right? They are stretching their necks. Okay, we are at 5.4K. Okay, so soon, right? 5.4 already. Oh, I say 3 is because I say question number 3, Danish. Okay, for question number 3 is option number 2. I'm so sorry if I actually said it wrongly. Okay, question number 4. Question number 4, colorful bruise. Oh, why is it colorful bruise? It must hurt a lot, right? Craning your necks, right? You crane. So a crane is this little machine that you use for construction building, right? Then they have this little thing. Okay, this is actually a crane. Oh, no, this is not. Okay, let me erase this. Okay, a crane is actually this thing that brings you up, right? So you see a lot of this type of like little machines that build things. This is a crane. Okay. Oh, why do you have a crab? Okay, question number 5. Sarah was to face with their school's 2 blank big bullies. Eminent, prominent, famous, infamous. Okay, eminent, prominent, famous, or infamous. So which of these is correct for question number 5, right? Probably 2. What is probably? You have to be firm with your answer, right? Yes, Ozil, that is correct. Okay, infamous, big bullies. What is the difference between famous and infamous? What is the difference between famous and infamous? Right. Someone tell me what is the difference between famous and infamous? Not famous, famous. Wow, what an explanation. Ozil, do you want to try explaining to your juniors, right? What does 3 and 4? Infamous is famous for doing something bad. Yes. Yes, okay, thank you for the explanation. Okay, so that is correct. Moving on to question number 6. Jenny's instinct told her that blank. Okay, Jenny's instincts told her that blank. Okay, 4, right? What is number 4? Things may turn bitter any minute. Okay, bitter or ugly, right? It's actually number 3 because something may turn unfortunate, right? So the answer is actually number 3. Yes, Ozil and Colorful Bruce. Blank rose from the crowd, right? Blank rose from the crowd. What is the answer for question number 7? Okay, what is the answer for question number 7? An audible gasp of horror. That is correct. Okay, very well done. Last 3 questions. Without warning, Eddie slashed out, and before any of them could blank, Alvin was lying in a pool of blood. Okay, question number 8. Right. Could intervene. Okay, intervene and interrupt. They have a very big difference, right? So yes, intervene into something, right? It's very good. Glad all of you understand it and got it correct. Okay, thank you. We have 6K. So let's just finish these 2 questions before we end. Okay. So moving on. Her training from being a member of the Red Cross Society immediately blank. Okay, question number 9. What is the answer for question number 9? Right. Then. Okay. 3, 3, 2, 3. Yes. Okay, so majority is correct. Right. Immediately kicked in. Right. Definitely not crossing up or banged in. Revved up means to be hyped. Right. If you understand the hype. Right. To be hyped. Haha. It's okay. So question number 10 then. Eddie, having realized the blank of what he had done, simply sat on his heels beside them. The seriousness, right? One of the words over here has the same meaning as seriousness as we have went through just now. Seriousness. Okay, and everyone is actually correct, right? Severity. Okay, severity. Yes, thank you for spelling it out. Okay, that is correct. And yes, and that is all for the live today. Right, thank you all for joining our live even so late. I hope you had a good dinner or is going to have a good dinner, right? And I'll see you soon. Okay, thank you, Ozil. Bye bye. Thank you, Colorful Bruce, for answering the questions. You did great. Okay, bye bye.